Hey Insiders, Denise here, and I'm going to work on my TFL. This is this chunky muscle at the side of my hip. So I use the bigger ball, and just let that sink in right above my chunky hip bone there. And then I start bending and straightening my hip because it's a hip flexor muscle, that one. So that will work for a few rounds, and then I can kind of wave this top leg forward and back so that you see how that moves my pelvis. Moving my pelvis over the ball like that kind of makes me go across the fibers. So that's really makes the fibers nice and juicy. And I want to spend, probably 2-3 minutes doing that. And I might decide to go into flexion and extension again before I finish. So that's wonderful for right there. And then if I want to go a little bit further back, I'm going to get into it with a smaller ball. And now I'm going behind that big hip bone. And I'll move my thigh in and out like this. So that's internal and external rotation at the hip because I'm working on my external hip rotators. And remember, we kind of worked through that sort of tunnel of tissue with really thick tissues there around the back of the hip. Many of them are tender, lots of tender tendons there. So I'm just sort of working my way slowly through that. If I find a place that I want to stay on because it's so acute, I'll just hang out there, take a few deep breaths. I could even add more pressures. Sometimes, remember I mentioned that if it's really tender, sometimes more pressure feels better. So I can just lean into it. Eventually, I'm going to roll up and down. So those longitudinal strokes up and down through that tunnel of thick tissue. There's so much to explore there. All the way over to my sacrum. So up and down. So remember, in and out, sitting into the tissue, and rolling up and down. Those were our main techniques for that. So get on the ball, release those tissues. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.